Grandmaster Persona.
Yeah.
Talking about recapping on that.
Yeah, we did a video a little while back on the Grandmaster Persona, and what it was it kind of caught a lot of fire. I actually got a phone call from a friend of mine, and he said, "Are you crazy?" So he said, "Are you crazy putting that out there?" And I said, I guess so.
But why is it so taboo to bring that topic up?
Yeah, I guess because, the way he put it was that, we all wear different hats, and you're exposing it, people believe in that, and you're telling people that's not real. So, sorry if I upset some people there, that's not real, and it's just silly to what we're talking about is this front that people, they're fake, they want. I said it, it was interesting. My first perception was that, and it's been for many, many years, is that there's these silly fronts. They start with the titles. I'm the Guru, Grandmaster, Shihan Renshi, Doctor, Professor, Sensei of all creation. And then it just keeps going, it just keeps going. One title's enough, guys. One title's enough. The term sensei was used no matter what you were after black belt. So if you were a black belt, right, you attained your Menkyo, your teacher's license, then you got the title sensei, and that was it. Sensei just meant the man who came before. So it's the guy at the front of the line. Hey, how long does it take, to get to where you're at, and then, hey, it's worth the journey, wait. It's not that bad. It's like a 20-minute wait from here. It's really, I've heard people say, Sensei means master. No, you're stretching it. That's not what it means.
Where did that come from, though? With the master?
People just push it, A friend of mine wrote on my Facebook page, he's into these videos, Stephen Gamma Sensei. He's an awesome guy. Awesome guy. Appreciate your support, Steve. Steve's under the impression, he's been around a lot longer than me, so he's under the impression that it came about from Chinese Kung Fu flicks.
I was going to say that, because that's really the only other place I've heard it.
He called them, chop socky flicks. Something like that. Chop socky said. And the Kung Fu flicks in the 1970s, late 70s, early 80s maybe. And then people, I guess it started there. It was a great master. And then people personified those movie characters because it started to make them money, I guess. Do you really think that, Angelina Jolie is always given that look? It makes her money, so that's how she's going to pose when she gets her picture taken. That makes sense. But when she's at home in her sweatpants, she's chilling. She's not looking like that. The problem with the persona is that it's more than just wearing another hat. And it's not that I haven't questioned my own thinking. I have. I recently saw something, it was weird, it was kind of synchronistic. I was surfing YouTube. I don't watch much TV, but man, do I watch way too much YouTube.
We do both.
Oh man. So I caught this video with Stephen Hayes.
Yeah.
And Steve's a cool guy. He does a lot of public speaking, which I'm really into too.
Yeah.
And he tells this story. Oh, we should have flipped to that picture of Steve and I together. Whoosh. So he does a lot, and one of the things he did some kind of like growth workshop. He's talking about wisdom. What is wisdom? And it completely contradicted what I said in the Grandmaster Persona thing. And I was saying, be real, be true to yourself, be yourself. And what he was saying is that he was following the Dalai Lama. I'm gonna take a huge story and make it this big. He's following the Dalai Lama for a long time, being his personal security. He catches, one morning he wakes up and catches somebody screaming, somebody's yelling and ripping somebody a new one. He turns the corner, it turns out it's the Dalai Lama yelling. As soon as the Dalai Lama sees, "Hey, Sensei," everything switches, and the Dalai Lama's like, "You," like this, and then,
Oh,
like this,
no way.
and becomes, and to me, this is just me. Lama, keep yelling, dude. Keep yelling. That's just me. Keep yelling. Yell in public.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Get pictures taken of you yelling. Sometimes the Lama's got to kick a little ass. You know, that's just that's what's wrong with that.
That's good.
You know,
Yeah.
but Steve had a different view of what was going on there. He said that it was, and he said that he was kind of wrapping it all up, saying that was wisdom. What made the Lama wise was he knew when to be the Lama and when to kick some butt, and when somebody else was looking, oh, I got to be the Lama again. Okay, all right. Okay. But I don't hide videos of me doing insane stuff for my kids. Sometimes they watch videos of me and they go, "Daddy, holy crap, Daddy, look at what you're doing." And I go, "Yep, that's what Daddy does."
I ran into the same situation. It's funny.
Yeah.
Every night after I teach lessons, when I leave the home, I say, "Good night, Falcaros," and they all yell, "Good night, Miss Brian," And so I won't say the family's name, but I love you guys. I love all my students. But I was leaving the house, and they were in the other room having dinner, and I said, "Good night." I was like, "Good night, Williams," and one of the kids yelled back, "Good night, B Skills." And I mean, almost cracked myself because I've spent so much time trying to separate my rap life and my piano teaching life.
That makes sense.
And for it, they said, "Good night, B Skills," like we found you. You know? I was like, "Oh no!" So I went on YouTube. I'm like, "What did they say?" And what I have up there is not that bad. I don't curse usually in my raps, and I try to be as positive as possible. But I always, for a long time, never shared that with them.
But that's you.
So it's basically the same scenario, and I'm trying to now blend them together, and let them know, yes, this was a part of my life. This was when I was, and I'm still rapping. I still rap, and I hope to get bigger than I am now, and make that a part of my life, just like piano is. But I did hide it. I hid it a lot because I was not that I was ashamed of it, but I just wasn't feeling like it was something that was presentable, at the time. But now, it's like, it's my history. It's not what I am now, and I'm still rapping, and then stuff is better now. It's even better than it was.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wearing many hats, I'm a father, I'm a son. What's the old ninja teaching? And we go for spiritual refinement, and inside the lessons, there's talks and words about Kunyan Seishin, or the 9 faces. The 9 faces of the ninja. So we each have 9 faces. So list of my faces: I'm Sensei, I'm Dad, I'm brother, I'm father, I'm son, I'm friend. And we can go through all these phases. I'm construction worker, and this and that. What's important to note is that each one of them is me, and I would not deny the fact that I mix mud and I'm stonemason sometimes. When you're hiding it, there's something there. There's something fake about it. And I think that's when you're creating this pedestal that you can't live up to. And you're this grand master, but nobody knows that you're, on your off time, you're also a security guard, and then they see you at the mall and they lose all respect for you. If you told them from the beginning that you were that and you weren't hiding anything, then it's not a surprise when they go to the mall and oh, hey, Grandmaster, it's not a big deal.
You told us about that.
I just don't see a need for, and I guess, in Steve's view, I guess I'm not wise.
I like to research that now.
That's an interesting thought. It's an interesting thought. It's just different views of what is proper. For me, I never wanted to be put on that pedestal because the second you are,
there's only one way to
go. One way down, and you know what's going to happen. You're going to fall off.
Yeah.
someone's gonna, catch me at a traffic light when I have something in my teeth. I'm trying to get something out of my teeth, and then boom, he's human, and they don't like me anymore.
Wow.
That's the worry. You're a skilled musician, so when they caught the fact that you were doing music, I don't think it was a shocker.
Right.
I think you're good.
Right.
But let's say I don't know it all. I really don't. I just see that there are way too many benefits to being upfront and honest, and way too many detriments of keeping your hats so separate that you're almost ashamed of them. And I feel for the Lama. I got it. He's supposed to be a spiritual man, which means he's not allowed to be upset. Well, let me tell you, before you're spiritual, you're human. And the fact that you are human makes you spiritual. So I don't see that as a detriment. I actually think that's pretty kick butt. I'm proud of the Lama.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
To be spiritual, the fact that he's human means that he is spiritual. To be human is to be spiritual. And I think pretending that you don't have those human experiences is just an act. When we push ourselves to such a degree where we are these grand masters, what are we? And there's nothing wrong with attempting to rise up, but the fake persona is what I'm attacking. When we do that, then we're telling the students that at the end of their journey, you're going to want to be fake, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're saying?
False advertisement.
Well, I hope it's false, because at the end of my journey, I don't want to be fake. I think
Right.
the whole purpose behind the martial arts is to unlock things that are hidden, things that we're afraid to express, and give us the confidence and security to have that expression. So if the end of the journey is I'm a fake, that I hide behind all these titles and I pretend to be something that I'm not, that's a dangerous thing. I'm a human being. I've heard how many martial artists, when they come to Tai Chi, are afraid to get pictures taken when we're all hanging out partying. So afterwards, we're all hanging out and enjoying ourselves. Well, I don't want a picture taken with me holding a beer. Really? You become less a martial artist when that happens? Does something happen where you change and you aren't yourself? I know what I know, and I really don't think that someone catching a photo of me, with a beer.
I've had that happen, shooting pictures, and a couple of friends of mine are teachers, school teachers, and they don't want their pictures taken when we're at the bars. They're hiding their face in it.
Well, that's a difficult spot to be in, and I get it. Like, that's you got to be a politician, I guess, when you're in the public eye. Well, I'm in the public eye, and I'm not political, and there's probably some danger in that. Somebody's probably going to say, well, it's okay for me to have a beer, but that guy's teaching the kid, so he's not supposed to. Real quick, if you're the dad, then you're teaching your kid a heck of a lot more than I'll ever teach your kid, so cheers.